Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my themed live stream, Grammar, Importance of Grammar in English. Dear viewers, as you might be aware, this month, April, is the month for the Hallo launching ceremony of 3 years. And as a teacher, Hallo teacher, we are celebrating it every day. We are coming with themed live stream. So my theme live stream is grammar and importance of grammar in English. So welcome everyone. I'm very happy to see you. Many new faces and old faces. Welcome Bookworm, Mashrafi, Kamal, CHNA, Hussein, and all the people who have joined just now. I'm very glad that guys you have joined. It is Ramadan in many countries, and second Ramadan in the UK, and first Ramadan in the Asian countries. Hello Raj, welcome. Hello Ahmed, welcome. Welcome everyone, guys. I'm very glad that you have joined. So, before we jump on the main discussion today, do you know the history of grammar, guys? How and when and why it was developed? Okay. Hello, Fatma. Welcome. Alan Salam. Does anyone know the history of grammar? If you know, I'll be requesting you to share here. And the time after that, you can then go on discussion why grammar is important and why it is not important. Though many teachers, native teachers, say that we don't need to know grammar, that's not really the fact. We do need to know grammar, especially in every sector and academic levels. You can't write a sentence if you don't know the grammar at all, guys. I can guarantee you. Yes, I'm fasting today, and it's the second Ramadan in the UK. Bookworm says grammar is essential. Okay, Chinese grammar are so important, right? Rest English is evolved from the German language. Yeah, but grammar didn't evolve from the German language, Raj. That's the history of English. I'm talking about the history of grammar. Okay, so we are going to share the history of grammar in a moment, as soon as I heat up a little bit more viewers. Remember that, guys, the English language evolved from the two German tribes, Anglo and Saxon, in 4th century, when they came from Germany to start their habitation and business in the UK. But my question is, do you know that before that, which language they used to speak? Okay, and many cases you may get the answer like they used to speak in Latin, they used to speak in Roman. Okay, also they used to speak in Gallic language. So Gallic language is like a language of combination of different languages. Even some parts of the UK, people still do speak in Gallic language. So guys, let's move on. We have got 27 viewers. Let's kick off our today's program, the history of grammar, guys. The first English grammar pamphlet was developed by William Bullock, and that was in 1586. But he took the idea from another writer, William Lilly, who wrote Latin grammar, and its name is Rudimenta Grammaticis. And basically, it was like a series of steps how it has evolved up to now. And later, Linley Murray was one of the amazing persons who developed the first grammatical rule. It's called grammatical authorities. And also, the book was written in ancient Greek. Okay, so as you go through, yes, William Bullock, I'm writing the name for you. Hang on a second. Is grammar indispensable for IELTS exam? Definitely bookworm. If you don't follow grammar, you're not going to get 25% marks in both writing and speaking. Right, if you know the marking criteria of IELTS exam, you'll be able to see grammar is there. And can you write a sentence without grammar? This is my question. Can you? This sentence will not make any sense at all. Okay, then in 1744, Anne Fisher published English grammar, which has been argued by many grammarians, but it has been one of the amazing grammar books. Later, Robert Lowth, Bishops of Oxford of London, first published the Hebrew poetry professor published the grammar book, and that is amazingly one of the oldest grammar books. As we moved through in America, 1765, American Reverend Dr. Samuel Johnson and founded the president of King's College of New York City, and also now it is called Columbia University, published the English grammar book. So there are always a bit controversy about the history, guys. You know the reason why? History is always seen in one-sided. Hello, Ali Abdullah, welcome. Hello, Manu, welcome. Hello, Muan Kizi, welcome. Ali Abdullah, thanks for joining. If you have time, let me know so that I can bring you. You can talk to me for a few minutes. As you go through 19th century, the amazing grammar books are published by Rasmus Grask, English grammar book, and its name is English Formula. Actually, it is Danish philologist, and later Jacob Graham, and also many other people. I'm sure that you can find all this information. Some of them you can find from Wikipedia. So the first, published grammar book was in 1551. After that, 1586. Okay, and let me bring Ali Abdullah if he can join me. I'm going to share this history from Wikipedia, guys. Okay. Hello, Ali Abdullah.
Hello.
Welcome.
Teacher,
Can you hear me?
how are you? Yes,
I'm sorry.
I'm working, teacher. Listen now.
All right. Okay. You're walking or you're working.
Yeah.
Okay. As you can see that the history timeline, 1551 John Hart, then 1586 William Bullocker, then Paul Graves, Thomas Tomkins, Alexander Hume, Alexander Gill, Charles Butler, Ben Jonson, Joshua Poole, John Walls, Jeremiah Wharton, James Howell. Hello, Imran. Good afternoon. Then Thomas Lai, Christopher Cooper, Anne Fisher, Joseph Priestley, Robert Louth, John Ash, William Hard, Samuel Johnson. As you can see, the latest and last was the Oxford Modern English Grammar. So what happens? Every year, new words are added in the dictionary, and old words, the words that are removed from the dictionary, and we call them archive. And as a matter of fact, language and grammar, language, not the grammar, language never stays in one place. It moves from one place to another. Okay, it travels. Thanks, Imran, for stopping by. I believe that you're doing great and you're having fasting. I'm fasting too. So, Ali Abdullah, what's the time in your country? Oh, I can't hear him. No worries. So, as we go through, why grammar is important? Tell me, guys, now. I think we lost him. Okay. So as you see that when you learn a foreign language, it's better to learn from the basic or rubrics or the scratch or zero level. And in order to know that, it is really a crucial factor for us to you know uh, understand and move ahead. Okay. Hello Abdullah, welcome. Rajal, welcome. It just gives a complete meaning of a sentence. That's right. But before that, even uh, the thing is that when you're making a steps staircase, you see that step 1, 2, 3, 4, and move on. Similarly, when you're acquiring a language or learning a language, it is really very major factor for us to know the steps, and these steps are in English language nothing but grammar. Okay, grammar always tells us how a word should be placed, especially syntax. Because of the rules of syntax, let me give you one example. Like, I take tea. Okay, we never say tea I take. Okay, so that's the reason why grammar is important. Grammar tells us the syntax, how the word should be positioned, placed, and how it can be uh, pronounced correctly as well. It's coming in phonetics part. Hello, Jordanis, welcome. 8 parts of English? Oh, it's parts of speech you're talking about. Okay. Now, as you see, if someone wants to write a thesis paper or a poem or a letter or application or a text message, it should be meaningful, right? It should be complete, right? So grammar always tells us how we can develop the complete sense of our thoughts, how we exchange our concepts, how we can send a message to some people, the readers, you can say your audience when they're listening. And same thing happens when you're speaking as well. Okay, remember that, please. Bear in mind that it is really, really and very advantageous for you and for me and for those who are learning English as a second language or third language or fourth language, how we can learn it. And in that case, grammar is really the first step. Okay. Jordan is a year from Colombia. Okay, welcome. Thanks for joining. Really my pleasure to see you. As a guys, as a celebration of 3 years Hello apps launching, this is a themed live stream, and my theme is grammar, importance of grammar in English learning. And it will be roughly an hour. And if you have got any questions or comments, you're more than welcome to ask me, and I'll be happy to answer it. And also, uh, bear in mind that is grammar not only helps you to learn and develop, it helps you to replicate your feelings. You know, Ranjit, welcome. Jordanis says, "I'm so good to be here because I want to study with you." Oh, that's great. Thank you very much, Jordanis. But in order to learn my lessons, you need to subscribe. We see the subscribe button. You have to sign up button. You have to click on it. You'll get 2 free lessons. And after that, if you consider that you can continue learning with me, you're more than welcome. So Hello has the offer at the moment for our learners uh, to take the opportunity to take free lessons from a teacher. And I always welcome with all the students who are really interested to learn from me. Okay. All right. So now picture it. You're trying to build a house, and you need bricks, you need cements, you need road, and many other things. If you compare the English language building or a house, you can say grammar is the unit which builds the whole building or the house. If you picture the grammar, English language is a city, grammar is the traffic rules, like stop, red, green, left, right, U-turn. So it's better to know when you're driving the car in a town to know all the traffic rules. Otherwise, you are going to have accident. You're going to have mistakes, okay? And grammar also, you know, it is the structure that conveys precise meaning from the writer to the audience. And also, especially correct grammar is your key to speaking English fluently and confidently. Knowing your grammar will help you avoid errors and mistakes that English, sound strange to native speaker. But there are certain situations, English grammar especially, also important. Like if you're going for a job interview in an English-speaking countries, and when you're not able to answer anything in English, most probably you'll not be offered the job. You're going for a visa, student visa, interview with from it to for an English-speaking country, and you can't answer anything, then you're not going to get visa. Okay, and also because English language is the one of the amazing languages that is worldwide spoken. I have been to many places. I have never found a person who doesn't speak in English. Okay, many countries. So in order to speak in English, obviously a chain of communication is English grammar, English language. Okay, and also say um, there is a survey recently, okay, and the survey from the UK, it says that job recruiters, 50% job recruiters said because of the bad spelling and grammar, we are refusing your application. Honestly, when you apply for a job and if you know how to write English correctly, properly, then they will say first learn grammar, then apply for us. It's like a branding. It's like a you're one of the features for your achievement or going upward, your career development. Hello, Sanjita, welcome. Hello, Sora, welcome. Kamal says English is a golden language. Yes. And do you know what percentage of the world speak in English language? Does anyone know how many people around the world speak in English language? Hello, Bouquet, welcome. Okay, and also it is important for you if you're thinking to develop your career, in any countries, where you can find all your books are in English. And if you don't know how to read them, if you don't know how to use the grammar correctly, it is much unlikely for you to pass it in the exam. Okay. Recently, there is another survey. Uh, Let me share you guys the page. Okay, hang on a second, guys. There is a dating app. Okay, look, it says in the survey that did you know that people on online dating apps are 40% less likely to chat with someone who uses poor grammar? Plus, when you're meeting new people or visiting new places, the last thing you want to is to be misunderstood, right? To avoid confusing your friends, even ordering more drinks or food, you need to have firm idea how to structure those words. Hello, Adli, welcome. Raj, welcome. Very crucial to know grammar. Thanks, Imran. Anis, alaikum salam. Ibrahim, thank you very much. Masha, welcome. Look, to avoid confusing your friends or even ordering more drinks and foods that intended, it's better to have your firm words. It's better to let them know what you are after. But even people, when they know grammar, they are confused sometimes because they don't know how to use them properly. They don't know how to, utilize them correctly. Okay, the moral of this case is people don't date those who are poor at grammar. Exactly, Imran. I should say that in vaguely. With all that said, remember that in some situation it is okay to relax your grammar. When you're texting a close friend, for example, it's fine to use casual or more simplified languages. Talking online is a fantastic way to connect with native speakers and other English learners in a friendly and pressure free environment. Now, the matter is how to practice the English grammar, okay, is the most important to you. As we just saw, English grammar is important to different people for different reasons. If you're learning basic grammar for a trip to the US, you have different needs than someone who is applying to an undergraduate program at an English speaking university. You see the difference? It depends on your application. Are you going to study? Are you going to migrate to some English speaking country? Or are you going to visit? Or are you going to date someone through the English language? So it is important. So now grammar rules are coming later. Okay. So when we're learning grammar, why and which grammar part we should learn? That is a really challenging question sometimes. I always suggest, learn tense, the 12 tenses. So when you know the tenses, definitely you know the 80% of the English grammar. And after that, what are the other 20%? Other 20% are advanced grammar, like subjunctives, conditionals, causative verbs. Okay. And also these are some of the examples, and if you know tenses, so what happens? In order to know tense, you need to know the basic grammar like uh, punctuations. Why do you have to use full stop, comma, semicolon, colon? And also we must know the gender, male, female. We must know number, singular number or plural number. We must know articles, a and the, when and how we can use it. We must know parts of speech, the 8 components of any speech. Okay. And also, when we're learning tense, we must know indirectly active and passive voice, as well as narration, direct or indirect speech. And when you're learning grammar, definitely, it is really crucial for you and for us to know the right word. And vocab is important in that case. Hi, Raj. Thanks. Groups, fleet of sheep. Okay. So remember that grammar tells us to use those words correctly and perfectly. And as I've given already one example, like I drink tea, we never say tree I drink. This is how the grammar says to write the word, to use the word correctly. So, welcome on saying, guys. It is the 3 years Hallo absoluting ceremony, and you are in my themed live stream, grammar and importance of grammar in English. If you have got any questions, now you can ask me. Now, my question is, will you like me if I use a wrong grammar, if I write, incorrect grammar? No, people will not like it. People will not come and to subscribe to me, definitely. They'll say that, oh, your grammar is rubbish. You don't know how to use grammar correctly. You don't know how to use the adjective or adverb. You don't know how to use the conditionals, You don't know how to express yourself. And you'll be skeptical about my knowledge. How you are a teacher that you don't know the basic things? Yes, guys, we should know all of them. Okay, as a English learner, it is not only that you're a teacher. As an English learner, it is better for us to know the basic bits and bytes and all the related information. Now, when you study grammar, we study verb. Like there are 3 English grammar rules that are important in any setting. Now that you know how to focus on your own most important English grammar, there are also few rules that everybody needs to know. Irregular verbs. Do you know, guys, what are regular and irregular verbs and how it changes? I've seen in many instances, many cases, people don't know how to use regular and irregular verbs. They're confused. They are somewhat hesitant, I should say, you know, hesitant to use it properly. So, if you remember, regular verbs are those. Now we have to know the different forms of verb. Each verb has three forms: present tense, past tense, and past participle. Oh, this is the part of grammar. You see, if you don't know the grammars, then how come you're going to know the past tense of the verb, or past participle, or maybe a gerund, or maybe a continuous form, or maybe a noun form? That's really a challenging question for you as an English learner. So, regular verbs, in a simplified way, are those verbs that do not change the basic pattern in past tense and past participle. Okay, I'm going to give you some examples, guide, in a moment. Okay, so before that, let me read this part. If you ask your friend to look after your dog, but you actually have 7 dogs, your friend is in a for a massive canine surprise. Making a mistake with plurals is sure to cause confusion anywhere, from social situation to research labs. That's why it is so important to learn the rules, especially for irregular English plurals, which are tricky for non-native speakers. In English, the standard way to form the plural is by adding the letter s to the end of singular noun, like one cat, two cats, one shoe, two shoes, one bath, two baths. This rule works most of the time, but unfortunately, there are some exceptions. Words that end in double s typically form the plural by adding es to the end. This is to avoid having a triple s at the end of a word, which would look and sound strange. Okay, hi Senorita, welcome. Like one goddess, two goddesses. One business, two businesses. Now, when you're describing the possessions, then we have to use an apostrophe comma, okay, and no s is required. Some words may stay same in the plural as in the singular. For example, if you have one pet fish, you buy another, you now have two fish, not two fishes. If you fly in an aircraft and then fly in another, you have now flown in two aircraft, not aircrafts. It doesn't take s. Obviously, grammar teaches us, yeah? There is no rule to tell us which words will behave like this, but luckily, the list isn't too daunting. The proofreading website has come 101 examples. Okay, some of them may be little obscure, but you'll see there's certainly. Hello, Victor, welcome. So there are certainly, um, but you'll see that there's certainly that you'll see all the times. When you come across a word like this, make a note of it to help you remember that's the difference. You may also start to see patterns among irregular verbs, irregular plurals, but don't rely on them without checking. For example, one goose becomes two geese, but one mouse becomes two moose. You see? Hello, Noor. Welcome, salam. Ramadan Kareem. Thanks for joining here. So this is a kind of, sometimes confusing if you don't know how to use them properly. These sorts of words are the most misleading, probably the hardest to get the hang of. One way of learning these irregular plurals is to create a table with 2 columns during your regular vocabs. When you learn an important piece of vocab, write the singular form in one column and the plural in the opposite column. Hang the table somewhere, you will see it irregular, like on the back of a bedroom door or on a phrase, like a flashcard. Once you get used to seeing them, they will begin to look less odd. Now, articles and gender. That is really very important to know as a part of English grammar. Understanding articles and in English is crucial for being able to refer to a person or thing correctly. Unfortunately, highly important English grammar rule is also one of the strangest for many non-native speakers. That's because in many languages, the way they describe a noun is dependent on its gender. In France, for instance, there are two different articles for feminine and masculine nouns. But in English, nouns don't have any grammatical gender. It's commonly for new English speakers to refer to objects as he or she because they are used to having a gender in their native language. The good news is that once you break this, the English grammar is actually very simple. The two articles you need are the and a, and we use the to refer to specific objects directly, while we use a to refer objects more generally. Like this morning, I had a student and came to my live stream and asked the same questions: how we can understand when you have to use the, and when you have to use a, when we don't have to use any article. By analyzing the grammar rules and studying a little bit more will help you overcome this situation. So, for example, I like to eat the banana you bought at the store today. You see, we have used the because this banana is the special you bought. But I like to eat a banana, but don't any in the house. You can see that that is general meaning. Second one, if a noun begins that is indefinite article becomes an rather than a, like a bicycle, an apple. Confusingly, English speakers love to humanize subjects. Humanize objects, even though we don't use genders. Vehicles are often treated as feminine. You may hear someone say, "Look at her engine. She's a real beauty." Hello, Malik, welcome. And when talking about a car, okay, this doesn't mean that a car should actually be referred to as she. It's just a way of expressing pride or fondness for a machine by making it sound more like a person. Okay, like many cases they try to compare the non-human objects as a feminine gender or female, and that is really the beauty of learning grammar. When you learn, when you study, you'll be able to know it. Okay, speaking formally it is very important for lots of occasions. Look, now the matter is here. Very often you'll see that people come to live stream and say, "Hey, what's up? I got to go, I wanna do." These are really not a formal English. These are slangs. Guys, from today, avoid using slangs. It doesn't make your vocab and conversation rich. Use the proper word. Okay? Want to, do not say wanna. I have to go, I got to go. Other than I got to, okay? Don't say WhatsApp until you know the person closely. You see, use the formal way of expressions, okay? Like, "Hello, how are you? How are you doing?" etc. Okay, now let's move on. Now, if you're for interviews, work, dinners, and dates, you need to be able to adapt your English to suit the tone of the event. One subtle grammar change that's worth noting is the use of the words can, and may when you're making requests to asking question. Like, may is considered more formal, polite way than can. Like, "May I join a live stream, please?" rather than "Can I join a live stream?" "May I come in, sir?" "Can I come in?" No. "May I help you at all?" "Can I help you?" Look, may is more formal than can. So we use may most of the cases when it is a formal situation, like job interview, school, college, restaurants, outside of your home. And with a friend, you can ask, "Hey, can I have the wine?" But with a colleague or someone you just met, you might ask, "May I have the wine, please?" instead. Similarly, would like is more formal version of want. Like to have a cup of coffee rather than "I would like to have a cup of coffee." I want to try on this dress rather than "I would like to try on this dress." You see? Do you see the ample differentiation the expression, it becomes, more polite, more cool. Remember that grammar always teaches us, using and learning the word in the right place on the right time with the right person, and which is why we all should more or less know grammar. Now, I'm going to share some other important information after a while. Let me finish this, my writing. There's one thing that makes formality in English easier than other languages. In lots of languages, there is a formal and informal way of addressing somebody, saying you. In French, for example, you can use tu, friend, and vous for somebody you don't know. But in English, we only have only one word, that is you. You can call your best friend, your mom, your boss, you without worrying about formality. While English grammar can seem daunting in places, learning to understand and use it correctly incredibly is incredibly rewarding. Don't be afraid to make mistakes as you practice English. Sometimes this is the best way to learn. If you are committed and enthusiastic towards tackling grammar, it can be an absorbing and even exciting aspect learning a new language. Now, if you ever plan to sit for IELTS exam, okay, IELTS exam, as you know, there are four parts, okay, four modules in IELTS exam, four parts: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So, what happens basically in the writing part? If you know the criteria, in IELTS exam, both academic and general, in writing part, task 1 and task 2, there is 25% marks using correct grammar, using right kinds of vocabulary, you see. Similarly, in the speaking section, using right kind of grammar, using right vocabulary, you get another 25% marks. And picture it, if you don't know how to use them correctly, you're not getting good marks. You'll be disappointed with your score, but you don't know the reason why. So this is one of the reasons sometimes why you don't get good score or required score. You feel dejected, disappointed because you don't know how to use them. So I ask these questions. Did you ever try to write any sentence without using grammar? No, you can't, once again. So it will be my suggestions to all of the people who are listening to my this live stream, from different countries, it's better to use grammar correctly and learn them correctly and properly. Okay, please remember that, it's a matter of practice. It's a matter of applying. You know grammar now, you don't know how to use them. You know vocab, you don't know how to use them in correct context. Okay, so content and is very important. Like, let me give you an example. Hang on a second, I have to share the screen. Yeah, one more moment. Okay, hang on a second. Like, say, very common word, beautiful. Okay. Hello, Ashra, welcome. So, this word beautiful, and it's an adjective. Now, when can we use this word and how can we use this word? So, guys, if you can make sentences with this word beautiful as an adjective, then I'll be happy to answer and read it if you've got any questions. Okay, hang on a moment, please. So, beautiful is an adjective. You can say simply, oh, she's very beautiful. So, what does beautiful mean? Very attractive or charming or pretty. Or, wow, it's a beautiful dress. Or you can say, it is a beautiful scenery, breathtaking. Or you can say, it's beautiful weather. What a beautiful day. Um, I like that kind of beautiful music. It's a beautiful piece of music. You see, I bought a beautiful watch. That's right. Beautiful places. Yes, Marx, welcome. Ashraf, welcome. Now, when you are learning vocabs, the my question is, don't know how to make sentences, then you have to learn grammar. Did you ever say you are a beautiful guy? No, beautiful is always used for women, girls. Remember that that will be wrong word to use. Okay, and amazingly, this is the place where the grammar plays a vital role. Now, next question is, can you make it adverb? Yes, the adverb of beautiful is beautifully. I'm giving a very easy example, guys. Beautifully, okay? Adverb. Yes, Mohammed. When we can use beautiful for man, we can't use it, Mohammed, unfortunately. That is the limitation of English language. Hello, you're welcome. Yes, so can you please make a sentence from the word beautifully? Adverb. I'm doing my work beautifully. She spoke beautifully. That's right, Ashra. Very well done. We don't say, Mohammed, I'm doing my work beautifully. We say, I'm doing my work rather than beautifully, because beautifully always is related to the beauty, nature. That was beautifully saying. Mm, I don't think it is really appropriate marks. Like she dresses beautifully, that's fine. Or the house is beautifully decorated. Or the fire kept the room beautifully warm. I'm learning English beautifully. Yes, that is possible now. Great, well done, Mohammed. Now, from the word beautiful, can we make more words? Can we make it a noun? Yes. Do you know the noun of the word beautiful, guys? Does anyone know that? Is beauty. And also another one, beautician, the people who works in the beauty parlor. Noun. Noun. Yes, Marx, beauty. Jubair, beauty. Beauty is wisdom of woman. Beauty is wisdom. That's right. Her hair was beautifully dark and lustrous. Very good sentence, Anisa. Welcome. And you can see, thing of beauty is joy forever. A very famous quotation of Shelley, the poet Percy Shelley. The beauty of mind is so wonderful. Struggling. Very good. Amazing. How about beautician? You know, beauticians work in the female parlor, ladies parlor. Okay, the beauty of mind is, and this is beautify. Yes, beautify is the verb. Amazing, you see? Now we can make beautify as a verb. Like truthfulness beautifies your character. Honesty beautifies your wisdom. Punctuality beautifies your professionalism. Okay. Uh, Muhammad said, teacher RahatAli's says something about its beauty, a wisdom of a woman. A beauty is also wisdom of man. It could be anyone's wisdom. It's not only female. Yes, to beautify something. Hello, Rohit, welcome. Yes, so you can see that you can only create sentences when you know the grammar rules here. You see, if you don't know how to create sentences correctly, That means we need to study a little bit more how to use these words on the basis of context. In English, I always use these three words, context, collocation, and connotation, which are really important for non-native speakers to learn and develop their speaking and writing. Can we make more words from beautiful, guys? Yes, beautification. Wow, that is also another noun, right? Beautification. Noun. Okay. Um, how can you use beautification, guys, in a sentence? So, as you can see, beautification. You can say the mayor of London is working tirelessly for the beautification of the whole city. Okay, so that's really an amazing sentence. Honestly, our mayor does that. You can say plastic surgery is not about beautification, it's for a good texture as well. And we can say Joanna played a part in local beautification efforts. You see, you can make hundreds of sentences when you know how to create sentences. So definitely grammar has a vital role once again. Now, can you make more words, guys, from the word beauty? Yes, beautifying. What is beautifying, guys? Beautifying is gerund. Another adverb. Look. So, beautifying. Marx is one of was on the beautification committee of the city. That's cool. Jubair says ladies wear dress for beautification. Yes, that's good sentences, guys. Amazing. Marx, I never knew that you were the bit in the on the beautification committee. Thank you very much for informing me. You see, beautifying. Uh, Beautifying of your character is very important sometimes. And how we can do that? By being polite, by being honest, by being truthful, by being professional. The beautification of this building is well planned. Very good sentence, Ashraf. Guys, you guys are amazing. Now you see that is the importance of grammar. How you can create sentence so amazingly, such a good way. Painting on the wall is beautifying the place. Yes, very good. Priya, welcome. That's a cool sentence. Now you can use this adverb beautifyingly. Like the let me give an example. Like the dressmaker has decorated the dress beautifyingly. Beautifully. They are almost similar meaning, guys. Beautifully, beautifyingly, because both are adverbs. Okay, so now you can see from one word how many words have we learned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, hi John, welcome. Why you beautify yourself? John, we have to use a do, because it is, if it is a question, why do you beautify yourself? Okay, one moment, guys. I've got a very urgent message. Okay, John, I'm amending your sentence. When you are writing a questions or interrogative sentence, we have to use do. Why do in this case? Why Why do you beautify yourself? Okay, that is the correction of your sentence. Ashraf says 8 words out of 1 word. That's right, Ashraf. So I always suggest all of my subscribers and learners, when you learn a word, go to the basic word, root word. And if you can make noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, okay, and if you can use it in a different ways, and that is really a challenging, take sometimes, but you can do it. I'm sure, guys. You see, it's better to learn the root verbs once again to develop your thoughts in different directions. Okay, Mark says the plant has beautifully uh, variegated leaves. Oh, that's cool. Johnny, you're very welcome. Priya says she decorated the cake beautifyingly with stars. Amazing. Priya, I think you like baking, possibly baking cakes, right? So, guys and dear viewers, once again, you're watching the themed live stream for the 3 year celebration of Hello launching app since 19. It is our 3 years today, and celebrating as a part of a Hello team, as a part of the Hello teachers panel. I'm one of the teachers, people who don't know me, who have not seen me before. I'm one of the teachers from England. I teach English grammar, vocabulary. Then I teach IELTS strategies, spoken English strategies, and basic British IPA. Okay, amazingly, and this month, almost every day, you'll find one teacher who will be coming a themed live stream, and we'll be just celebrating the whole month. Okay, and there is also competition about this, and the winner would be announced next month, beginning of the April. Okay, and Ashraf says, how can you use parts of space? Ashraf, yes, give you the brief explanation. Priya, so that's the answer. So you like baking. That's cool. Hi, Dilip, welcome. One of the best ways to beautify yourself is by giving yourself a facial at home skincare. Marks, that's very good sentence. And there's a compound sentence, you see. Ashraf says, I knew when you were a student on this. Oh, thank you very much, Ashraf. That's just so cool. As you know, this Hello app, okay, started first launching in March 2019. And during those days, we have got only messenger services. And when it got the funding, and then the app was developed, and first we started in the real life audio and video calling in March 2020, same month, as a student. And this app really had many ups and downs, many changes. Now, after over the 3 years, now we have come to a position where the app is growing, really growing faster. Okay, and we have got around 1.3 million members from more than 180 countries, and we've got amazing teachers from different countries, including Bangladesh, India, Indonesia, Taiwan, Korea, England, European countries, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Uzbekistan, then Nigeria, and many other countries. You'll find different types of teacher with unique lessons. They all come here. They teach different things, and you know how to check a teacher status when you see a symbol, a, a human shaped symbol. That is the teacher. You can always visit their profile and you can find what they teach you. And if you think that the teacher is suitable, the time and lesson class, subscribe to them. Hello has offer at the moment. You'll get 2 free lessons if you like to subscribe to any teacher. Then after that, possibly you might think of paying and become a paid subscriber. Hello, Mariam. Alaikum salam. Jubair says, what are the requirements to be a Hello teacher? Okay, I'll explain you in a moment. Belgium, Egypt, America. Yes, Mariam. Teacher needs from Belgium. And most of the teachers are from the USA and South Africa as well. Many teachers are from South Africa. You're right, guys. Okay, I've seen Indian teachers recently been recruited, female teachers, and there is a teacher from Bangladesh as well. You know, so in order to be a Hello teacher, you have to visit www.hello.tv. But I'm letting you know the criteria. Okay, so there are some strict criteria or eligibility criteria, I should say. Number one, which is very important. You must be a citizen or resident or eligible to work or migrate in one of the following countries like USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, UK, European countries, or South Africa. Number two, you must have a teacher training certificate. Number three, you must have a graduation degree minimum. Number four, you must have teaching experience online or offline. These four or five criteria are very important. Okay. And because of the second rule, teachers training certificate, many white teachers apply through us to be teacher, but then not accepted because they don't have teachers training certificate. And because of the rule number one, many people who have got teacher training certificate, they can't apply. So this rule number one and two is really very important for you guys. Okay, so if you fulfill this criteria, possibly you might, you know, think of applying as a teacher. So visit www.hallo.tv and there is how to become a teacher or become a Hello teacher. Click on it, you'll be able to find this information. Other rules are really flexible, like you have to get a reference from another Hello teacher, you have to have a high speed internet, you have to be professional, you have to be consistent, you have to have good interaction with the students and other fellow people, other teachers. Hello Mansuri, welcome. Hello Samira, welcome. So remember that it is not that you are a good human being, should be good teachers. And honestly guys, I must say that because of the Hello has rules that each and every teacher should have taken some minimum lessons. So every month, the rule is that as a teacher, you have to take 240 minutes class. That is 4 lessons in a month. But if a teacher doesn't come and takes lessons, and if the teacher is not punctual, teacher is not on time, and if the teacher cancels the lessons, then Hello has the right, the decision to remove them because this is our professionalism. Hello is now focusing on professionalism, contents, and punctuality, as well as, you know, diversified markets. Because English language has a worldwide market. Hello has recently started marketing in India and South Korea. Okay. Hello Linda, welcome. Hello Khalid, welcome. Hello Maid Sharaf, welcome. Guys, after finishing this, we have got another collaboration live stream with the American Hello teacher Jared. Please don't go. He's coming in a moment. Okay. So once again, guys, we are going to finish this live stream now because our themed live stream should be an hour, which I have covered already. So if you have got any questions and comments, I'm going to start my another live stream after a couple of minutes. Join me because I'm going to make a collaboration interview with the US Hello teacher Jared, and obviously he's one of the newest American teachers who is amazing teacher. And I invite all our Hello teachers to join to do a collaboration live stream so that they can get to know all of our subscribers, all of our viewers, and all of our learners from the different parts of the world. Thank you very much guys for joining once again. Make sure you practice every day. This is the reason why the app has been designed and developed. Practice every day, listening, reading, writing, speaking. I can guarantee you your English would be amazing in no time. Okay, best of luck guys. Don't worry, I'm coming again in 2 minutes time. Thank you and bye.